Hello, everyone. My name is Martin Gritsch. I'm the Associate Dean of the Cotsakos College of Business at William-Patterson University. And I would like to warmly welcome you to this virtual open house. In the next few minutes, I would like to share some of the highlights that we have in the college with you. And we, of course, would like to welcome you warmly to this open house session. On behalf of Dean Bowron and myself and the entire faculty, administration, and staff of the college, we're very glad that you found us online to hear a bit more about what we have to offer, why we think that we are a great choice for students to get a business degree. On this slide, in these bullets, you just see some of the things that make us stand out that we're proud of. We have been accredited by AACSB International since 2005. AACSB is the premier accrediting body for universities worldwide. And in a nutshell, what that means is that students will receive a quality business education. And one of the many factors that play into that is that our faculty, they have what is called initial preparation. That means the large majority, virtually all of the full-time faculty members at the Cotsakos College of Business have a doctoral degree in the area of teaching, and they stay current in their field by doing research, going to conferences and presenting their research. And that means that students will learn what currently is happening in the field rather than textbook knowledge, which may be outdated and from a few years ago. Our faculty care, they want students to succeed. They have PhDs from excellent universities such as Duke and UCLA and Cambridge in the United Kingdom, New York University, Columbia University, etc. And they are here to help students succeed by holding office hours, by being available for Zoom meetings currently. They respond to email, talk to students after class, whichever is the most convenient mode of communicating for students. And you see in the background of that slide, the building that the Cotsakos College of Business is housed in. It's a couple miles away from the main campus. There's regular shuttle bus service going back and forth. And that is the cafeteria that's overlooking that pond in the back of the building, where we host other events such as the National Sales Challenge, receptions for that. We have networking events there. We have the annual coin that I will speak to a little bit more in a moment. And this is a nice segue into the next point. For all of those events that I just mentioned, we have a lot of industry folks come in. And that is really, quite frankly, mainly because businesses in the area and in the city, they come here because they want to hire talent. They want to recruit our students, and that's why they're willing to, in addition to just supporting our students and supporting the college, why they come here to serve as judges in sales competitions, to speak to students about the importance of networking, about the latest trends in accounting, or whatever else the case may be. And the opportunities to get involved, I'll talk more about on one of the slides to give you some sense of what we offer to our students. This here is an overview of all the undergraduate degrees that we offer in the college, mostly Bachelor of Science degrees in the typical business disciplines, as well as a Bachelor of Arts degree in economics. And I would summarize this by saying, you see all the degrees and disciplines reflected here that you would expect at an especially AACSB accredited business school. But I want to highlight a couple of things. The one is you see those smaller bullets. We have concentrations within those majors, and many of them were created in the last 2 or 3 years in response to new evolving trends in industries. Fintech and risk management, for example, are the 2 latest additions to the offerings within the finance major, because those are hot fields where there's a lot of demand for students, and demand means there's good job opportunities in those fields. And I'll choose as one more example, the digital marketing concentration. That is not a concentration that existed 20 years ago for, I think, obvious reasons. My point is we keep up with developments in the field to create those new sub-concentrations within the majors so that students are well prepared for life after college. The other point that I would like to make and highlight are our financial planning and professional sales major. They're relatively small compared to some of the other more traditional majors, But I would be remiss if I did not point out the great job opportunities in those fields. Financial planning, in short, it helps individuals with all their financial planning needs, be it retirement, insurance planning, planning for college expenses. When someone has a young child, that may seem far off, but these things happen very quickly, and it is important to be prepared. Financial planners assist individuals with that, and it is a great program. We work closely with financial planners who teach some of our courses that have their own firms, but also teach courses for us and provide internship opportunities, and are always eager to hire our students. This is a growing field. A lot of the current financial planners are getting close to retirement age, and there's a great demand for new people to enter that industry. So highly recommended if that's something that sounds interesting to you. And professional sales, also something that most schools don't offer, especially not as a standalone major. And our students are so closely networked with the companies that support our many competitions and events that we have on campus. And students get great job opportunities and great job offers. And this is business to business selling. So students end up in positions, for example, healthcare companies, and work as part of their sales team as they work with other businesses to generate new business. There are some students who have gone into very lucrative careers. Many of them come back to as guest speakers at career events and so on. So definitely something to keep in mind. We also have a minor in professional sales if that's something that a student would like to add to one of the other majors. Many opportunities, and I'll close by saying, even if students don't major or minor in professional sales, I would highly recommend taking at least 1 or 2 courses, because whatever field you end up in later, you will need those skills, especially negotiation skills, when you ask for a raise, a promotion, when you apply for a new job, when you're changing careers, whatever the case may be. All these things probably will happen to all of us at some point in our careers, and it's good to be well prepared for that. Okay, so this is now a glimpse into what we offer our students beyond what they do in the classroom. We have students, clubs, and organizations. During the pandemic, that has been a little bit challenging to keep all that going, but we also have one dedicated person in the dean's office now who's in close contact with the student and faculty leaders of those organizations to have an active program. And it's really for the different majors. There's in essence a club for any of the majors that we have in the college. There's also some that are across the board, like the Student Investment Club, which often attracts finance and financial planning students, but it's open to students from any major. And there's some wonderful opportunities there for students to get involved. Here's a short list of companies that our students have completed internships with recently. Also during the pandemic, we have seen a decrease in internship activity, which is not surprising in my view, but we're already seeing that pick up again, and students were still able to complete internships. And there's also smaller companies, not-for-profit organizations, if someone is more interested in that, but these are just some of the bigger names that I wanted to share with you. And we have, as you see at the ... at the end of this bullet, many more events like that, but these are just some of the highlights. The job fairs are often major specific, so it might be in professional sales, it may be in accounting, where we typically have alums, but also business people from other universities, where they come in to speak to our students, give them networking advice, critique their resumes, and very often make them job offers. And we have COIN, it's an annual event that was virtual last year, in person all the years before. And in 2021, it is a combined virtual and in-person event that also often brings back alums, but also other individuals from companies that we are in close contact with. And there's many sessions. The program is on the webpage if you'd like to take a closer look about specific majors like current developments in accounting, for example, how it's changed, how much more automated it's gotten, how important analytics has gotten, which is probably something that's true across the board, across all the business disciplines, and many more things. It's a wonderful event, and we highly encourage students to attend, especially since they have the opportunity to earn scholarships through that event. We host competitions, we send our students to competitions. We have had students present their research papers, often students who pursue the honors track and work with a professor on a research project, present that at conferences, many opportunities. And I highly recommend that. It's typically students that are, a junior, senior year, but it's always good to have that on the radar. That's something that students can aim for down the road. And we have a professional enrichment program. You see some of the items that are listed here that make up that program. We started that more than 15 years ago, and it's gone through tweaks, iterations, and we have a relatively new dean. Dean Barron started in 2020, in the summer of 2020, and he has had some ideas what the program would ideally look like so that our students get the best career preparation they can out of it. And the task force is working on that. We got some input from our advisory and advancement council, and other groups and offices on campus are involved in that as well. And we're just launching the revised and really improved, in my opinion, program. So students who will be joining us in the future semester will get the full benefit of that. And it really is to have students to be as career ready as possible after graduation, in addition to what they learn in their coursework, which is important, but it is not the only thing. They realize there's this whole co-curricular component, and that program addresses that. So in summary, we offer what we believe is an excellent, and compared to some other institutions, affordable education. It's a really nice, diverse, welcoming campus community. I've been at William Patterson for a little over 20 years. And it's been a real pleasure working with both students and colleagues. And I encourage you to come for a campus tour in person to see what it's like, to get in touch with the various offices. And for first year students, we have the Willpower 101 program, which I don't have the time to go into, but it's a program that incorporates a number of things. Students take courses together as a group, so they get to know each other. They have a weekly course that is the Willpower 101 course itself, that is ideally and typically taught by the academic advisor that students get from the moment they set foot on campus. So it's really this comprehensive approach to getting students acclimated to campus. And there are many studies that show that these programs can be very successful with helping with the transition from high school into college. And we're quite proud of the program that we put together. And if a student ever experiences any issue that an instructor or an advisor is not able to address directly, we have many support services, whether it's academic support, typically in the form of tutoring or supplemental instruction. But we have a counseling, health and wellness center. We have an accessibility resource center. We have an EOF program. There's so many different things that students can feel well supported when they come to William Patterson. And to focus in closing, again, what the college has to offer. We are AACSB accredited. We are proud of our faculty, and we believe that we really are good at capturing new trends in the market that not only are needed for students to be prepared as they go through college, but also for the time after college that sets them up for success upon graduation. And with that, I know this was just a brief overview, but more information is available at our web pages, wpunj.edu/CCOB for Cotsakos College of Business, and my email address at the bottom. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions you may have. And I hope that this provided a good overview, and I thank you for joining us for this virtual overview of what the college has to offer. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and we look forward to hopefully welcoming you in the future as WPU pioneers in the College of Business. Thank you very much.